How are you, Mark? Good to see
Hi,
you, mate.
Nick. All right.
Yeah,
Good, thank
good.
you, Tom.
I think last time we spoke properly was the Ultimate Boxer Night, which, if I'm not mistaken, was the last time you fought. How you doing?
Yes, mate. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, that was the last time. I'm good, thank you. Yourself?
Good, good. How's training been for this fight? Have you been busy? Have you been staying training in that time, or have you just started to camp up for this fight?
No, I haven't. I've been bitten and bobbing through lockdown, mate. Don't get me wrong, but I've got my own business. I've been running. I've been setting that up and getting that off the floor. Um, I've ticked over a bit, but then it comes to getting this fight, and then that's when we hit the floor running like.
What do you know about Alen Babic? Because he's obviously made a bit of a name for himself as the Savage. What do you know about him?
I mean, yeah. What is it to know? I know he's had 7 fights. Yeah, he's doing all right. I don't believe that he's boxed anyone of any. Well, he has. I'm not saying he hasn't boxed anyone of decent caliber, but he hasn't really given anyone any decent notice. I just think that he's been pulling people off at the settee, and I think, yeah, he's boxed. Don't get me wrong. He's got a good stock.
Is it different with you because you're so much bigger and, like you say, you kind of not just coming off the sofa?
Yeah, yeah, I'd say so, mate. I do. That's how I believe. That's how I see it. Yeah, I do believe that I've got a better advantage. Obviously, for one, I've had 7 weeks notice, so I've been at it for last 7 weeks, been at gym hard, getting it out, been training hard. I am bigger. I mean, but I just believe that. I mean, I'll tell you the truth, mate. I'm there to fight. I'm there. I'm turning up on Saturday night to actually have a fight. I'm not just going in to take the money, to take a payday. I'm going to have a good do. We're gonna have a good tear up, as so to say.
What does it do? What does it do for your career if you win? Are you going to be staying active? Are we going to be seeing more of you on the scene?
Oh, when I win, I believe that I'm going to win. I think it'll chuck my stock up massively, won't it? And yeah, I'd want to be staying active. Obviously, it's down to my management and whoever. Hopefully, I'll get a bigger signing and go from there and get some decent fights, on some decent bills and a decent platform, a bigger platform. That's the dream. Obviously, that's every boxer's dream, isn't it?
Of course, there's a few from the Ultimate Boxer tournament on the card this weekend. There's obviously Nick Webb, who you faced in the final. Danny Whitaker's on there as well. Is it a little bit of a reunion,
Yeah.
or do you want to get back in with any of those?
I mean, I'd like to box Nick Webb again myself. Obviously, it's uncharted territory here, isn't it? Like, obviously, I lost it. So that was my last outing, and he got the nod.
Yeah.
Probably deserved it on the night, but I believe over the longer rounds and a different aspect of the fight, I think that I'd take the nod that night. So I'd like to. What was pushing for me in Nick Webb for English, but obviously the lockdown happened and everything come off of it, so nothing came of it. And Wardley got the English, obviously.
Last one for me, mate. I've got to ask. It looks like you're sporting. Is that a bit of a black eye there? Is that training?
Yeah, mate, yeah. I was sparring on last Friday. I caught a bit of an egg clash. Nothing much. Like, it just blew up, and then it's fine. Like, it just bruising. But yeah, can't go into anything all looking all clean, can I? I'm always saying, mate, every fight I have, I come in with a black eye.
That's nothing to worry about, mate. I'm sure. Listen, all the best for Saturday. It's a big fight, and I look forward to seeing you again soon, mate.
Thank you, mate. Cheers.
Thank you, Chris. If you go to Josh from Boxing Social next, please.
I just wanted to talk to you a bit about Babic. Obviously, in a fight week, I think probably everyone's seen he likes to go into character as such, and this savage persona that he has, and he's quite a combustible character. I just wondered, how that might affect you, and if you got any plans to kind of not get involved in any of his antics in fight week.
I mean, I'll be honest with you, mate. He can do him, and I'll do me. If he wants to stand there and shout his mouth off and talk shit constantly, then yeah, let him do it. I mean, he has done throughout the whole camp, if I'm honest. But yeah, I'll just let him crack on with how he goes about it, and I'll just keep myself to myself, mate. I'm there to have a fight. I'll have a scrap, and then and then that'll be it. I mean, I've got no hard feelings. I don't dislike the bloke. obviously he's been talking a lot of shit about me, but it's just the way he wants to come across. It's the way he wants to sell himself. I mean, that's not for me. That's not how I do my business. But obviously, that's how he does his. So.
In his fight so far, that kind of might help you with your game plan. Obviously, like you say, he likes to go in and throw big bombs and whatnot. But obviously, you're a bigger guy and got a bit of experience about you. So, have you seen anything in his fight so far that have kind of helped you tweak your tactics for him?
I mean, yeah, mate. Obviously, there's without getting the game plan away, but yeah, everyone's got. I go into the fight with a game plan, but I mean, if you've watched any of my fights, I'm probably the same type of fighter as Babic. Like, I'll be honest with you, we're probably just going to meet in the middle and we're just going to stand and trade. And I believe I'm not going to take a backward step, and that'll not happen. So we're just going to, yeah, it'll be a good fight.
Like one not to miss. So yeah, looking forward to it. Thank you.
Cheers, bud.
Thanks, Josh. We'll just wait for a couple more questions to come through, Mark. So just give us 1 second, please, mate. Okay, we go to Pro Boxing Fans next, please.
Hi, Mark. How are you?
I'm good, thank you, mate. Yourself?
Yeah, very well, thanks. Very well, thanks. Just some tactical stuff. Although you said you haven't got much of a game plan. What's Alan's biggest weakness coming up this weekend? What do you think his biggest weakness is?
I believe the way that he comes forward is constantly on. He tries to push on the front foot, and he comes around the edges, like. So I'm guessing straight down the middle. I believe.
Yeah, and it sounds like you're going to be doing the same.
I mean, on his fights that I've seen, he has been tagged a few times. So I just believe that he's got weak. I do think that he's got flaws to be flaunted that we'd like to play with.
Yeah. Okay. Well, all the best for the weekend. You seem really chilled at the moment, so yeah. Hopefully you do well at the weekend. Okay, mate. Thank you very much.
Cheers. Thank you.
All right, Mark, that's everything for now, mate. So we really appreciate your time, and we'll see you down in Essex tomorrow, mate.